Go ahead and graph triangle ABC. Okay, when you're ready, you and your crew, do your job. Find the find the midpoint. All right, I don't want to waste time. Oh, what was the midpoint? Let's look it up. Let's look through the 800 packets that I have in my binder right now. I don't have time for that today. There it is, midpoint formula. Something you will need handy in 2 weeks, though. When we roll into the midterm. Go ahead and find your midpoint of your respected sides only, please. Make sure everyone around you in your group is good. If it was not your responsibility, please jot it down. Group 1. How about point E? 5, 7. Hopefully everyone in group 1 agrees. Can everybody? And how about point F? 8, 1. Yep. Please graph point E and F as well and call it point E and F. So 5, 7. And F, 8, 1. Group 2, you got 8, 1 is already taken care of. How about group 2, point G?
3, 2.
3, 2, yes. So everyone go ahead and graph, write down point G. And group 3, good talk. We have everything. Hopefully they matched up with yours. If not, get your act together. Here's what I'd like you to do. Your group only. Draw in your line segment. So group 1, you're going to draw in EF. Group 2, just draw in FG. Group 3, draw in just EG. Let's see. I'll join group 1 here. And I'll just draw in EF. On your paper, you have connected the midpoints of 2 sides of a triangle. You have just created what we call a midsegment. Okay, you have drawn one midsegment in the triangle. How many total are in every triangle, then? How many midsegments would be in every triangle? 3, right? Every group has one, at least one of them drawn in. Haven't you heard that word before? Midsegment. Probably last unit, right? When you worked with a trapezoid, right? So let's review those facts about a midsegment of a trapezoid because it relates very closely to the midsegment of a triangle. So let's take this trapezoid, let's call it ABCD. Remember, you label a quadrilateral clockwise or counterclockwise. Can you put a midpoint on AB and call it E? And can you put a midpoint on CD and call it F and draw in that midsegment? All right, I'm going to make you work here. Remember any properties of a midsegment of a trapezoid from last unit. There's two properties. I'll take either one right now. Midsegment, Will, what's good?
It's parallel to this.
So we'll go. Keep talking. EF is parallel to the other two bases. Good. Are we getting nervous around here or what? AD and BC, right? Everyone agrees? Okay, go back to your triangles midsegment. Let me actually, give me a quick second here because mine's on the other slide. Let me copy it. Oh, it's already there. Copy. Edit, paste. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't need that big. Okay, go to your midsegment. It follows the same rule, except now on my triangle, and make sure you name it with the one you have. So group 1, EF is going to be parallel to the third side, the one that it doesn't connect. Don't write down EF if it's not your midsegment. Write down the name of your midsegment. Group 2, EF is going to be parallel to what? Actually, group 1, sorry. Group 1. AC. Sorry, I forgot I was in group 1. EF parallel to AC. Make sure you write it down what it's parallel to. So yes, a midsegment is parallel to the other side. And anybody else remember the bigger fact, probably the more important fact about the midsegment? John?
It's half the sum of the bases.
So EF is equal to what?
Half of AC plus.
AC?
Or no, wait.
A diagonal?
EF is equal to half of BC plus AD.
Yep, BC plus AD divided by 2. Same thing applies to the midsegment of a triangle, except I don't have two bases. I just got one side. So group 1, EF is going to be equal to half the length of the third side, AC. Make sure your matches, please. Make sure your matches your midsegment and your side. So that's what a midsegment is. Same thing as the trapezoid. Parallel to the other side and half the length. Questions on a midsegment. We're going to do 2 questions together. The rest, I'm going to say in a group, I'm going to make bigger groups today. So you talk to more people than just the people you're staring at right now. And some groups could use the help. Did I say that out loud? Sorry. Okay. Is he talking about our group? I don't know. All right, here we go. Everyone ready? Yeah. Okay, so I find the perimeter of the triangle when I connect the midpoints of the sides. Do not do it all right now. Everyone put a midpoint on BC for me. Put a midpoint on BC. Then put a midpoint on AC. And connect the two. Quickly discuss in your group, how long is that midsegment we just drew in? Quickly discuss before I call on somebody. How long is that midsegment I just drew in? How long is that midsegment we just drew in? Here you go. 20. How long is it? 5, right? Half of 10? I take half the 10. It's half the other side. All right, everyone, please put a midpoint on AB for me. Connect that with the midpoint of BC. So AB's midpoint with BC's midpoint. Find the length of that midsegment in your group quickly before I call on somebody. 9, how long is that mid-segment? 8, half of 16. Good. And then finally, drawing the last mid-segment and quickly discussing your group, how long that one is. And 24, that's a length of 7. Good work. And now perimeter of that triangle formed. 8, 7, 5. So the perimeter is going to be 20. We are in what class, though? Honors. How does that perimeter compare to the perimeter of the larger triangle? Is it half? Or are we just throwing that out there without testing it?
Just throwing it out there.
What is the perimeter of the larger one? 40. So yes, that also applies to the perimeters. All right, if I connect the mid-segments and form a triangle inside, it's half the perimeter of the original. Good. All right, moving on. Oh, A is a midpoint, B is a midpoint. Do you notice in this problem, is the word mid-segment even mentioned? No, why? That's on you. That's on you to know, oh, wait, if A and B is a midpoint, AB is a mid-segment. If C and A are midpoints, AC is a mid-segment. That's on you guys now. Not every problem is going to mention the word mid-segment. And we need to find VC at the end, VC. All right, I got this 3x minus 3x plus 1 here, and I have this 7x minus 3. I know they're not equal. Absolutely not. I'm going to put they're equal, but I need your help adjusting it. They're not equal. Mid-segment is equal to half the third side. Adjust it for me somehow so it is correct. Mid-segment and the other side are not equal to each other. Can I get a little help adjusting it? Oh, 2, 1, 21?
Times 1/2 for 7x minus
4. I hate when you guys do that way, but it's correct. You could multiply the other side by 2. Everyone all right with that? You can do that. I'm just not a big fan of this because it's decimals, but why am I complaining? Because we're in honors, right? Why am I complaining? I'm teaching an honors level class, so why should I be complaining about decimals? 3.5x minus 1.5. All right, I guess I'll move the 3x over and get 0.5x. We're looking good. Add the 1.5 over, 2.5. Divide by 0.5. Still get the same answer if you multiplied by 2 on the other side. What do we got here? What are we rocking with here? 11?
5.
5, good. Too bad x doesn't make you a winner. Find VC. So I need somebody to help me out. What's your process now? Now that I know x is 5, what's your process of getting the side length of VC down? 25. Talk to me. How do I get VC?
Plug x into, I guess you just do 3x, or plug x into 3x plus 1.
Okay, so you're basically
Yeah.
You're saying, all right, AB is going to be the same as VC,
Yeah.
right? That's fine. Yep.
16.
Yep. So I could do that. I could also just plug it into this and divide by 2. A lot of options, right? All good? How long is VC, not VW? VC? Oh, 21? 16. Questions? Look at that, even a little reminder to me. On your own, starting here. All right, we're going to make a little bit bigger groups right now to talk to than the groups you're in. Anybody's marker? I know yours? No. Anybody's? Nobody's marker, huh? I just all of a sudden just randomly landed here. It's all good? None here? Used to make a living out of that. Let's get that one. Get that back. I I'm gonna go old school here. Because here you go, little backstory here. Because we got plenty of time here. I never had that. I never had the TV. All right, it used to be just whiteboards, and you'd have to take, and I had to write the notes on the whiteboards. So I, went through markers like crazy doing notes, and when a marker ended up all out of ink and stuff, and I couldn't use it anymore, I tried to get it into the basket here. Move. Going behind the back and trying to get it into the garbage can.
In the face.
Ooh, it's been years though. It's been years.
I hope it hits the menu of the brain.
I'm done after this. I just got close enough for it.
You know, hold you forward.
Off the seat. All right. Anyway, so here's what I need right here. Give me these two groups are going to come together. All right. These two groups are going to come together, and then we'll just put these three here all in one. All right. You're going to
Guys,
end
just
up
make a circle.
doing 3 through 7. I do not want to be called over after every problem. Call me over when 3 through 7 is done, and I'll check it. Everybody. I'm not going to check individual papers. I want to be called over when everyone has it complete and everyone understands it. All good? So 3 through 7 right now. Go ahead. Move your desks. Here we go. Big groups.
Guys, make a circle.